Bye-bye.
All right, Democrats, Republicans, and even voices in the mainstream media putting pressure on President Biden to ban Russian oil imports.
We actually take in more petroleum from Russia than we do from Saudi Arabia. It's extraordinary, George, for all of the sanctions that have been imposed, and they have been unprecedented on Russia, to sanction everything but the thing that drives their economy.
Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, it is odd to have a consensus on anything. We have the Democrats, Republicans, the media, so many parties, except for one, the president. How much longer can Biden stay on this island?
Not very long at all, Todd, because this is the sort of stuff that this White House pays attention to. When allies in the media start calling them out on this particular decision, that's going to get their attention. And you see now 16 senators introducing bipartisan legislation to do the same, to sanction oil in Russia. That includes, obviously, Murkowski in that situation as far as that's concerned. And then also you have Democrats in the House as well that are pushing for similar legislation. At some point, this White House is going to have to break. But every time White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki is asked about, say, the Keystone Pipeline, for example, and opening that up, she poo-poos that idea, saying, well, it wasn't even operational and it could take a long time for it to make a difference. Well, start that process now, right? But the White House won't do that because they have a big problem with admitting when they've made a mistake, and they made a big mistake there with the Keystone Pipeline, not so much because of what it was producing, but because of the signal it sent to Putin that, OK, we're going to stop doing this as much at home here, and now you have the cards as far as providing Europe your oil.
Yeah.
So here's where we're at this point. But they can't ignore it for too much longer, Carly.
No, they certainly can't. And, Joe, you know, you hear Elizabeth Warren, Nancy Pelosi say things like, we want to ban Russian oil and gas. And you're thinking, wow, how could they agree with Republicans on this issue? They don't really. What they really want is no oil and gas in this country. They want to go completely green. So does that even matter? Or should Republicans, people who want energy independence, should they just take the wins where they can get them?
Well, you heard John Kerry, Carly, for example, as war broke out, saying that, well, I hope that Russia still holds to what they promised us as far as what they want to do about the climate. This is what John Kerry, the Green Czar, is thinking about as bombs are falling on civilians in Ukraine. So, you know, take the wins where you can get them, I suppose. I mean, right now there seems to be such sentiment around make ourselves energy independent, not just for the cost value, but for what this could send a message to the world, to dictators, to tyrants like Putin, that we are the ones that have the leverage right now, sir.
It has to happen. It has to happen. Joe Concha, we appreciate your insight as always, sir. Thank you.